All right, so growing up, my parents always loved the outdoors. Granted, when I was younger, I would do the whine when they would say, let's go for a hike. But over the years, I've really come to love the outdoors. I look forward to my time and activities spent outside, and I consider the outdoors an important part of my life. I've always lived in a small town, from my hometown to college in Durham, with a lot of woods and trails. So moving to Boston has definitely been an adjustment for me. Aside from everything I love about the city, there's trash pretty much everywhere you go, fumes coming from every which way. I mean, my apartment building doesn't even have recycling. Sustaining the earth is important now more than ever because the effects of climate change are becoming more and more present, with our heightening temperatures and rising sea levels. Creating environmentally responsible norms in everyday life is extremely important. No matter how small the action is, it all makes a difference. When I got to college, I was undeclared for a year, and then I later declared as a community and environmental planning major. I was interested in this new field I hadn't had previous exposure to. It was exciting. Coming into this semester, I still had little idea what I wanted to do for a career, even with a major that excited me. This semester, I interned with Resident Energy. Resident works incredibly hard to bring solar to people who haven't had access in the past. They believe that everyone deserves clean energy. There are 6 full-time people at Resident since their startup last summer, and they all have one thing in common. They are incredibly passionate about what they are doing, solving real-world problems and changing lives through accessible solar. You can see day in and day out how dedicated they are and how much they enjoy their work. My mentor, Becky, is energized every day, even when she is working community events on nights and tabling on the weekends, because she genuinely loves what she does. This past week, one of my last projects was revamping the website with updates. Towards the end of the project, during a work session, Becky randomly yells, "I'm so excited for the website to be done," like it was the best thing to happen yet. Although the website may seem like something small and unimportant, I realized she was so excited about it because of the positive effects it was going to have on Resident as a whole. It was going to be the face of all their accomplishments thus far. Through this semester, I have learned that it is completely possible to love your job and everyday tasks because you care so greatly about the success of the organization. This past weekend, I attended the People's Climate March in DC with Resident. Again, I was surrounded by this amazing energy from the 150,000 people in attendance. I want to have passion in my work like Resident has every day and like all those people at the Climate March. For me, I know this will be something that is positively impacting the environment and tackling the great big issue of climate change, although I do not know my exact place yet. So as I go into another internship this summer, I'm going to continue on the road to finding my place in the environmental movement. I want to have connection in my work, and I want my work to have meaning, Resident Energy being the inspiration for that. So my call to you is to find what issue is important to you and figure out how you fit into the solution. Thank you.